Brothers, we may be reaching a point where the left is too crazy for even a parasitic, subhuman, degenerate bottom feeder like Hassan Piker. Yeah, Hassan Piker is coming out and is calling the left retarded. Um, yeah, it's really quite interesting, really quite amusing the timeline we're living in. So Hassan scolds his audience for being too woke. That's right. So we're going to watch this clip, and I think this is really telling. I think the truth is that Hassan is audience captured. He is terrified of going against his audience, and this isn't the first time. When Hogwarts Legacy came out, Hassan really wanted to play that game, but he was so petrified of his brain dead, retarded, puritanical audience of degenerate lowlives that just ooze their way from topic to topic that he decided not to play it because he was so afraid. He was so petrified. He didn't play the game. So, Hassan is somebody that has been terrified of his audience for a long time. However, this is the audience he has cultivated due to his bad behavior, his reckless disregard for the truth, his bombastic attitude, his sensationalism. Hassan is not press. He's not a journalist. He's a propagandist, even by his own admission. So, let's listen to Hassan go on a rant about Asmongold while also pointing out the fact that his audience is fucking retarded.
Like, oh, let me check it. Let me check in to see what this guy was saying. Those guys will watch those fucking brain breaking, thought terminating slop tubers and go, yeah, fuck this guy. And then we lose those guys to the right wing pipeline eventually because they're just rudderless. Okay. That's what I'm sad about. That's what I'm always sad about. See, don't you sort of think you're reaping what you sow a little bit? I mean, it's literally always a 40-month chatter. First of all, that was a 6-month chatter. These are the people you created, homie. The chickens are coming home to roost. Like it's all of these, for the record, all of these fucking losers that behave like this, all of the fucking hyper scrutinizing, endless puritanical spiral enjoying leftists actually give Asmongold's audience a fantastic opportunity to sit around and jerk off about how fucking dumb we are on the left. Because we are. Okay? It's guys like this that make out like bandits here. They look at us and then we laugh and they laugh at us. Okay? Some of the most hateful, most bigoted, neck-bearded losers
are the leftists on Reddit? No, I think he's going to say, or in Asmongold's audience. No, Hassan, that is your audience. The most hateful, the most ignorant, the most backwards, the most depraved, the most psychotic, the most evil, the most demonic, the most godless are you and your audience. And the fact that you are on the verge of figuring this out, it's only taken you, 10 years? Nobody said that you weren't slow, Hasan. But holy shit, this has taken you forever to figure this out. You are the problem.
love this kind of constant fucking crash out infused discourse on the left. Okay? Look, he's saying chickens come home to roost. I'm here to watch you fall apart.
Yeah, because you are a terrorist. Your audience is full of terrorist supporters. Your audience is so insane, they were spamming heart emojis when you were reading a terrorist manifesto. Hasan, you are and continue to be a major problem. A vile, despicable, unctuous, foul, odious creature that only exists in this very small, very narrow, very limited worldview of genuinely mentally ill, terrible people. Everyone normal hates you. They despise you. You are not mainstream. You will never be mainstream. You are a radical. The reason that somebody like Mamdani is able to win is because Mamdani, for all of his faults, is charismatic, which you're not. You're not charismatic. Let's just be honest. You do not have charisma. Unless there's an audience of people that are already fans, no, you're boring. Holy shit. How many times have I just tuned into a song on stream and it's the chair reacts? You are a lazy, incompetent, retarded, inbred Nepo baby that has been given every opportunity and yet fumbles it at every stage. You lie as easily as you breathe. You lie about your upbringing. Oh, guys, I live on like a reasonable living wage. When you talk about, oh man, I grew up in a in a poor house. Like you lie about everything, Hassan, from your upbringing, your origin story. Like you lie as easily as you fucking breathe. Everything about you is a lie. And then you go on to play this. Well, I'm this communist crusader. Turns out that's a lie too. You're a capitalist through and through. You know the irony is that Asmongold is more of a communist than you. Yeah, Asmongold lives more in that sort of lifestyle of, he's not driving the fancy car, he's not bragging about his stuff. You as someone, you are a vain person. You love materialism. You love the prestige your stuff affords you. You would not make a very good communist. You're not for the revolution. You're only saying that because you think it makes you look good and you think you can capitalize on people's stupidity and their envious nature, their desire to have stuff and not earn it. But the reality is, Hassan, when your audience asked you, why don't you give your editors and stuff the means of production of your chat, you told them no. You said, no, I have every right to, profit off of my own work and labor. Hassan, you are a capitalist and you always have been. The product you're selling is communism to retards that don't realize that they're never, ever, ever going to get there. They're never going to get to the promised land. They have this vision that, Hassan, you are going to lead them into this new age. We'll call it the shit age, where everything that they've known is going to be turned upside down. Like they're going to turn the pyramid on its head and they're going to be at the top. The only thing that's going to happen is the pyramid is just going to restructure. It's going to slop down and it's going to be a pile of rubble. And these people are still going to be at the bottom. But you sell them the dream that they'll be on the top of the pile of refuse. They are the ones in your audience that think that in the new age, I'm going to be able to look down on all the people who wronged me. The guy who got the job when I wanted that job. The guy that took the girl to prom. I liked that girl. I wanted to take her to prom. You have these delusional losers thinking that in the revolution that is to come, they're going to be on top, but they're always going to be on bottom. Because they're fucking losers. And you sell them that dream. You sell them, oh yeah, we got this beautiful, beautiful delusion here. Just give me more money, give me more clout, give me more attention, and I will deliver it to you. But son, you will never deliver it. Because not only do you not want to deliver it, because if you actually believed in your communist utopia, you have enough money, you would buy a big plot of land, and you would set up a commune, and you bring these people on, but you hate your audience. So, let's be honest, you use your audience the same way that somebody uses an ATM. You do not respect or value your audience. You've made that abundantly clear on several occasions. You do not respect your audience. You don't like them. You don't even want to be around them. You think that they're losers just like I do. The only difference is you sell them on a dream that isn't real, and it's not going to ever happen. That's the reality. But it was interesting to watch Hasan go off on his audience, say that they're too woke, and so yeah, Asmon's going to love this. You know, Asmund doesn't even have to try, and he beats you every time. Isn't that the saddest thing? Asmund doesn't even have to try, and he beats you. That's how predictable and stupid you are. You are the charging bull. You know, ironically, you are like a World of Warcraft boss. Once you know the mechanics of Hasan, he is the easiest boss in the world to aggro and beat. Because there's nothing there. There's no. What are you going to do, Hasan? Bring your gun out on stream and threaten to dock somebody? No, he actually did. Hasan brought a gun on stream, waved it around, docked somebody, you know, tried to reveal their name and their profiles on social media, and then made a bunch of threats, only to realize it was the wrong person, and then he did it again to somebody else. Yeah, and that person was also the wrong person, by the way. You know, these people online that dox, they tend to get it wrong a lot. I'm finding. Now that's both good and bad. You know, I recently had a stint of that with Kiwi Farms, where a bunch of a bunch of retards tried to find out my identity because really is at the end of the day it's about intimidation, and it's about trying to send them like, we're gonna bother you in your real life because we don't like the opinions you have on the internet, because these people are bored and they're degenerates and they have no morals and they're just disgusting, like Hasan. But Hasan is such a fucking pussy that he lied about, guys, it's not a real gun. Hasan actually lied and said that his Glock that he brought on stream wasn't a real gun. And by the way, Hasan wasn't banned for that. Just keep that in mind. This inbred retard Nepo baby is not held accountable the way that he should. And in the end, that's ultimately what's going to do Twitch in, is their lack of equal enforcement of the rules, their favoritism, and Dan Clancy. Hasan is going to be the millstone that people tie around your neck, brother. If I were you, I'd ban Hasan from the platform. I mean, he's not doing your site any good. In fact, he's actually hurting it. Anyway, yeah. So that was what I wanted to talk about real quick. Not a super long video, but it gets right to the point that Hasan Piker continues to be somebody that hates his own audience, sells them on communism, all for profit, all for gain, all for materialism. And yeah, Hasan is back from China, glazing China over the United States. Man, the day that Hasan gets deported or arrested, we're gonna throw a party on this channel. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun to watch Hasan cry and piss himself. I didn't do anything. Yeah, the guy who was calling for death of politicians, calling for the assassination of Donald Trump. Yeah, that guy's gonna piss himself when he gets arrested, because he's a tough guy on screen, but then when it comes right down to it, he's a fucking wimp. Anyway, brothers, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time.